Hey, sweet friends, we're going to take this little piece here. This is just a little oval. I'm going to use the other side for Easter, and we'll do this side for St. Patty's. So I've taken the sparkling pear from Paint.I and went ahead and did the top and around the sides because our paper's not going to quite go to the top. We're going to put a bow, so it's going to look fine. Here's my print. I did this myself. We're going to put that on with some Mod Podge. I went ahead and turned the iron on so we can get a good seal that we can sand. So let's get our Mod Podge on. You want a good coat, but not so thick that it's oozing out the sides. You want to make sure that you get enough on your piece, though. It kind of moves on you some. That looks like a good coat. Okay, I'm gonna dry it just a little bit so it'll be a little bit tacky. This is just some paper that I had, so it is like a regular paper, except that it does have a print on it. And you can get that from Amazon. And I will look and see if I've got it listed in my Amazon on Linktree. If not, then I will add that. They got some cute papers on Amazon you can get like that. So we're going to put it on where it'll cover the bottom and cover our sides. We're not going to worry about the top part. We just want to make sure this is kind of even. Make sure we've got it on straight. One good thing about drying it a little bit, you can still move it. Let's make sure that looks pretty even. And I just put to add some grain sack to it, so it put a little bit of that in the background, a little bit on our shamrocks. So let's get our parchment paper. Let's go ahead and give it an iron. Just going to start in the middle and go out. Start in the middle, go out. That's going to reactivate your glue. Make sure it's really good on there so we can sand those sides. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's get our sander. And I use a little bit of a heavier sander than some people do. That gets it off easy, and I'm sorry for the noise, but that's the way to get it off. Try to get away from the microphone a little bit where you won't have to hear it so loud. And this is like sanding a little bit thicker than a regular paper. Now I'm just sanding it off is all I'm doing. Let's get this side. We are going to add a little bit of some oxide to it, so it will be fine. You can also cut it exactly if you want to. You do you. We're here to inspire you, and if you're inspired and you do some things like this, please always post to our groups. We would love to see it. My group is Sweeties Treasures Sharing Group. Sweet Treasures Sharing Group. Sorry, y'all, have two groups. Okay, we got that off. Let's just throw that in the trash. That looks good, just like that. And it's okay if this shows up here. All right, I'm liking that. Let's see if we want to put a stone on here. I'm thinking of a little piece here. This is one that kind of sticks up a little bit, so you kind of just put the glue on the back of it. Let's put our bow and then let's see what we think of that. So let's put this up here. I've grabbed some material that I have just torn, and this is from Jubilee Fabrics. We're just going to crisscross back and forth and just get us a little bow here. And I'm not going to put the tails till I get to the end and decide if I want them. So let's just put a couple of these. These are just some little check fabrics. These were the jelly rolls. So you can order these I have an Amazon link for some of their material, and you can look there, or you can order directly from them. Okay, let's just leave that one there, and let's get the one other material. And that's this darker, I think. Let me see, which one did I put on the bottom? Okay, this is, I think, this one, and that's the one we put on the bottom. Okay, we're going to use this one. And we're going to go ahead and just put a couple. I'm not going to worry about a lot of tails, just a little bit, because we don't really need them. Okay, we're going to go back here, and we're going to trim that off right there. Hope that you can see that. Just going to take your string and tie it in the middle. Make sure your string is going this direction, okay? That's the way that you use these. This is the small bow dabber. Just as tight as you can get it, pull it out. Give it another little tightening, and then go around to the back with your string. And you're gonna tie it. I tie mine once and twice around, and that's gonna give it a good hold. Now you can leave that jute in there if you want to. It's not going to hurt anything to leave it in there, or you can trim it off. I think I'm gonna trim mine just a little bit. I'm gonna leave it on the back, but I'm gonna trim it just a little bit. But if you're making a bow that you're just putting different materials, you can leave those in there if you like. Then you're just gonna kind of shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it all about. So it can kind of get, and then you can pull them kind of like you want. And if you have a bunch of strings like this, just trim those off. I'm okay with a little bit of strings because I love some rag bows. So let's see, we had 2 of these. Let's get these kind of even. I'm just gonna fluff that up a little bit. That's going to look pretty up here at the top. And you can always trim some more of these strings if you want to. The strings don't bother me, but if they do, you just trim them up a little bit. I'm gonna put it right in there. We're gonna trim these down a little bit more so they're not hanging over our shamrocks. There we go. Just gonna pull that out a little bit, just like that. That looks good. And let's put that up here at the top, a little bit of hot glue. And I'm just gonna put a dollop of hot glue right there. And we're gonna put our bow back. And that is cute. Let's see, this might look too big on there. You can go big or go home, right? Let's see, I also have, you know what, I have a little, let's see, this might be too, let's see how this looks. I've got 2 other things. Got a shamrock. That would be cute. And then I've got the little hat, and we can take that little piece off the top. I'm kind of liking the little hat. I think that's gonna be cute. Let's put that on there. Something different, right? These were from Totally Dazzled last year. I don't know what they'll have this year. They have sold the company. I'm not sure what they're going to have. And you can find all kinds of things that you can put on there. And I'm gonna put this little hat. Okay, and I'm gonna add just a touch of hot glue. That's gonna give it a hold right now, and then the other glue is gonna be its permanent hold. There we go. Try not to put your glues on top of one another because they sometimes will not work. All right, I'm gonna put a little hat right there. Oh, that is cute. All right, now we're gonna finish it up with a little Distress Oxide. I was trying to think if I had a green, but I think the brown is gonna look the best. I really think I'm gonna do Vintage Photo. I think that walnut might be a little dark. Let's try the Vintage Photo and see if that works. If not, we can always add the other. You can always put more. Start light and you can do more. And we're just gonna put a little bit of that around our edge. You can put it all the way around. You can put it in just places. I just put it just a little bit, just to give it a little highlight, make it look a little bit more antique, a little bit old. I thought this print kind of gave it an old world look. Let's do that. A little bit more on there. The paper's already got kind of that look. Okay, and let's put a little bit right here on the edge of where our print would be, because I just left it on the paper instead of taking it off. And we'll just put a little bit on the edge there, and that's going to kind of blend that in. And then we can put a little bit on our edge here as well. So when I do something on this side, I want to make sure I use some green so it'll kind of all be together. And I'm not going to put anything on it except some jute to hang it. Because if I decide to do that other side, I wouldn't want to have a stand on it. So I think what we'll do is just put a little small piece of jute here. I kind of like the lighter color. I think it's going to look good just like that. You can always add a little bit to your bow if it doesn't look distressed enough, or you can use some coffee stain, either one. So I do like the vintage photo on that. That looks good. I'm liking that. Let's take just a little piece of jute. I have a little piece right here. Let's see if this piece is long enough. This is a piece I had left over. Let's see how that'll work. And I'm thinking maybe if we just put it on the sides here, that I can hang it for either piece that we do here. So I'll go back and do an Easter on it as well, or some bunnies, or some eggs. And we're just going to put this down for right now because that will hang it. It's not heavy, and that'll give it enough of a hang to do it. I'm just going to put that right there. And that should hold without an issue at all. Just going to place it down with my, make sure you use some finger protectors because that glue is hot, hot. And there we go. We just got a little hanger. And then if we put something on this other side, then that hanger can work for that as well. So that's our quick craft for today. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you'll go make you one just like that. Just make you a print. Put it on a piece of wood. You can get these from the Dollar Tree. And there you go. Hope that you enjoyed that today. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you for being with me. Please give me a heart, touch that thumbs up, and share me out. Thank you. I appreciate a subscribe as well.